Never underestimate the investment you make in yourself. Therefore, don't stop when you are tired. Stop only when you are done. Hi everyone, my name is Namita. Welcome to my channel, and today we are going to talk about how to keep yourself motivated on this journey of learning English. I know that there are days when you are highly demotivated, the days when you just want to quit, where your mind says that you will never be able to speak English fluently like other speakers. So what to do? How to motivate yourself on those days? And trust me, motivation is not something which comes from other people. Motivation is within you. You have to keep yourself motivated. So I'm going to share some ways here which are going to be helpful, which will keep your confidence and your level of motivation high. The first thing is that you have to remember that your English is probably better than you think. You always think that your English is not good enough because you have convinced your mind. You keep saying that my English is bad. I will never be able to speak good English. I keep making so many mistakes. Please forgive me for my bad English. You are always saying all these negative things to yourself, but you have never realized that your English is much better than many other people. Here, look at those people who are still struggling with basic sentences. You know so many things already about English because you have done so much of studies in past few months. So it is not going to be like this, that there is no result being shown in your performance. You are just not noticing them. Like there are few basic sentences, very simple one, which you know, which you are able to translate it into English. Let me give you some examples here. अंधेरा हो रहा है को इंग्लिश में कहते हैं It's getting dark. मैं जल्दी आने की कोशिश करूंगा. I will try to come early. तुम हमेशा मुझे रुलाते हो. You always make me cry. सब तुम्हारी गलती है. This is all your fault. वो मेरे दूर का रिश्तेदार है. He is my distant relative. So you knew these sentences, and if you didn't know at all, if you are saying this to yourself, no, I didn't know these sentences then, you know them now. Yes, you have learned 6 new phrases, 6 new sentences. You have learned how to translate sentences from Hindi to English. It is a progress. Now your English is much better than those who are not able to translate sentences into English. Therefore, don't convince yourself that you are not good at English. Yes, you are good at English. If you feel like listening to these sentences again, do that. Note them down, and the next time whenever you're talking to someone, just copy paste them, and you'll be more confident. The second thing that you need to remember is that don't compare your English skills to other people. We all come from different backgrounds. We have all had difficult situations in its own way. We have all fought our own battles. There is no point making comparisons. Why you are comparing yourself to someone who has always been surrounded with an English speaking atmosphere? You come from a Hindi medium. Why are you comparing yourself with someone who is from an English medium background? There is no point comparing. Each one of us has his or her own journey. We have our own stories. Just embrace and own your story. Even if you've had a miserable background, even if you were going to a Hindi medium school, no one in your family could speak. This is a part of your story. Once you'll be fluent, you'll be able to tell everybody that see where I come from and look at what I'm being able to do. You don't have to make comparisons. You have to only focus on individual progress. Your progress is much more important. So your performance today needs to be better than your yesterday's performance. If last month you were able to speak only a few vocabulary words or understand a few words, then today you should have a bigger vocabulary bank. You should understand more words. And if you are working on your progress, then of course you'll keep adding more words into your vocabulary bank. Like there is this word called ambiguous. Ambiguous means having multiple meanings. It has more meanings than one. Like Kapil Sharma's jokes are always ambiguous in nature, where one of the meaning is simple one, innocent in nature. The other one is naughty, the adult jokes that he crack. So they are ambiguous in nature. Now ambiguous, ambi is a root. Ambi is a root which means more than one, two or multiple, more than one. Another word is ambivalent. Now, ambivalent means that you are having mixed feeling about something. Again, you're not having one feeling, there are more than one feelings involved. Like, I'm ambivalent about going to the party tonight. Getting it? Now, let's move on to the third word. Ambidextrous. Now, again, ambi, we know ambi means more than one. Now, ambidextrous means a person who can use both his hands wonderfully well, who can write with both his hands. That character Virus in movie Three Idiots was an ambidextrous person. The principal was ambidextrous because he could write with both his hands. Similarly, there is a word called ambivert. Now, you have certainly heard of introvert and extrovert, that people are introvert and extrovert in nature. Introvert is someone who doesn't want to mingle with society, who is not very social, who loves to stay alone. And extrovert is someone who is a very social person. You will see the person talking and mingling with everyone. But there is this third word, which is ambivert, which most of us are. We are all ambivert in nature. No one is a complete introvert or a complete extrovert. It depends on the circle of people we are among. If we are with the people we love and like, our age group, our friends, we mostly behave like an extrovert. But if we are put into group of relatives or people we don't connect with, we behave like an introvert. So we are all ambiverts. Ambi means more than one. So we are both introverts and extroverts. So imagine you have learned 4-5 new words today. You've learned ambidextrous, you've learned ambivalent, ambiguous, ambivert. Imagine your vocabulary is getting better. Note all these things down. This is going to be a progress journal. Every day you are getting better. You have learned new words, you are doing better. Okay, now the third thing that you need to remember is that don't take your mistakes seriously. We all make mistakes, and with every mistake we learn something new. So mistakes are allowed. Who has said that you have to be completely perfect? Imperfections, mistakes, flaws are a part of our personality, and every mistake is a scope for learning, scope for growing. So you have to not take it seriously. Take it lightly, learn from your mistake and keep progressing. Just like you always get confused between weather and weather. So there are situations where you might have used it incorrectly. It's okay. Now learn it today. Weather is all about the temperature of the day. Is it cold? Is it hot? Just like the weather today is very humid. I need to switch on the AC. Then it is weather. Like, I am not sure whether I should join an English speaking class or not. So I hope it is clear now how to use the two weather which are pronounced similarly in different manner. Stationary and stationary. Now one stationary means immobile. The other stationary is about your school supplies, your pen, eraser, notebooks, everything comes under stationary. I have to buy new stationery for my office. This is the one that I'm using the second one. Don't worry, the train was in a stationary position when he was making reels. So you can use both the stationary now easily. Than and then. Now than is used for making comparisons and then means time. Like, I was not very fluent in English back then, but today I can speak English fluently. Other than is, I can speak English better than a lot of other speakers. Now I have used them in two different ways, one for the time, one for comparison. Accept and accept. I know many of you get confused between the two. The first accept is, please accept my proposal for joining our company as a project manager. Accept. And the second one is accept. Everybody had come to the class except Sanjeev. He's one of the person who watches my video, so I have taken his name. Now, this is how you use all these words in sentences. Maybe you were making mistakes till now, but now you've learned something new. Again, I would say note them down, so from the next time, there is no scope for mistake. The fourth thing that I want you all to remember is visualize the end goal and keep track of your small achievements which are bringing you closer to your bigger goal. Now your goal is to become a fluent English speaker. Visualize yourself like one. Start thinking of yourself that you are speaking fluently, you are being able to clear all the interviews that you're appearing for, you are a good speaker, you are standing in front of public and you're speaking without hesitation. Start visualizing yourself like that. If you look at that bigger picture, you will automatically be motivated to work for it today. Every small achievement is going to take you closer to that picture of yours. Now, if you still feel that how will I be a fluent speaker when I cannot even make a single sentence? So let's try to figure out or define one simple sentence. Let's try to understand a present perfect tense. Now, the formation for a present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus third form of the verb plus object. Like the subject, he has finished his English lesson. Now he has finished his English lesson. Why have I used has here? Because he is singular. If it is plural, they, I will not use they has. I will say they have. So with third person singular, you will use has, and with third person plural, you will use have. With first person, we always use have, and with second person, with you also, we use have. So it is only a confusion for the third person, has or have. Now, I said that he has finished his English lesson. It's an affirmative sentence. If I have to convert it into negative, I would say he has not finished his English lesson. If I convert it into interrogative, the question mark, the sentence with the question mark, I would say, has he finished his English lesson? Has will come before. For forming an interrogative sentences before the subject, we will use has or have. So you have learned one new tense today. Imagine that you are getting better every day. Your progress is defined like this. In the similar fashion, you can understand other tenses and start forming simple sentences of your own. Now, the fifth thing that I always keep telling you is keep a record of your everyday progress. Whatever you are improving at, you have to keep a record. Just like now, you have learned 4 new vocabulary words. You have learned 6 new phrases. You have learned a new tense today. You can form a present perfect tense very easily now. This is your today's progress. Note it down. You'll feel proud of yourself. You'll feel more confident that yes, I have progressed. So keep a record of your progress. Like now, you're going to learn the other ways of saying thank you. So instead of saying thank you all the time, you can say it differently and in a more polished way. That's so kind of you. I can't thank you enough. All my love and thanks to you. Words can't describe how thankful I am. Thanks a ton for helping me. So this is how you can say thank you in different ways. It's again a progress. Now you know that you can say some other phrases instead of simply saying thank you. Your English is getting better. Are you realizing that? Now, last but not the least, there would still be days when you feel demotivated. Just don't let that emotion take toll on you. Pick a book and read it for 5 minutes. This is the least that you can do for yourself. Well, while you are still lying in your bed, just pick a book and read for 5 minutes. 1 pages, 2 pages, as many as you can. If nothing else, you always have a phone in your hand. Watch a YouTube video like this. Watch a YouTube video of any trainer, any tutor you like, you resonate with. Watch a video. So you will feel accomplished after it. If not even that, then listen to an English song. Just like an exercise, do that. And don't forget to look at your previous achievements, as I'm asking you to record all your progress. Just like you've made a notebook, a page, you've written everything, the words, the tense, the phrases, other ways of saying thank you. So turn the page and look at your previous progress. You will feel accomplished. You will feel that yes, I have done so much. ऐसे ही मैं इतना demotivated feel कर रही हूँ या कर रहा हूँ. You will feel amazing. So these are simple ways which will keep you motivated. You are not going to stop working on your English till you are satisfied with your speech, till you think that you are now fluent enough. But there is always scope for betterment and improvement. I am still learning a lot of English. I have so many new words that I come across every day which I have to learn, new phrases. So this journey is a never-ending one, but we should feel accomplished. We should feel amazing about ourselves. I'm going to end this video on this note. I'll see you in my next one. Till then, take care of yourself and keep practicing your English every day. Bye for now.